Am I the meanest?
Pun's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pun's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pun's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pun's drunk.
Who am I?
Pun's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pun's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo. Won't shine himself.
Of Harlem.
You already know this is Pun Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moo Shot himself, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazón, aka El Borracho. Dímelo, mi gente, que lo que? Happy Hour Thursday. Y'all already know the most dangerous show in the YTBC. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this side of heaven. God bless you all. Ladies and gentlemen, the momentum of boxing, the momentum of boxing. Oh, man. There's a lot of news out there in the sport of boxing, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man. A lot of these fighters, boxing itself is giving us a lot of content. A lot of content. And I love it. I love it. Let me give a shout out to the people out there right quick. Hey, yo, Troy Smoke Alarm. What's good, my brother? Everybody in the chat, what's good? Mota LA in the casa, what's good? Rubski, what's good, my brother? Jorge, YouTube. School of Boxing, YouTube School Boxing in the building, mi hermano. Dímelo que lo que, señor. Shout out to a member, one of the members of the Punch Drunk Boxing family. What's good, bro? Jorge. Lopez, one of the members of the Punch Drunk Boxing Nation, ladies and gentlemen, the Drunky Nation. Let's go. Lopez, Punch, dímelo, happy hour Thursday. Y'all already know. Que vamos, bebé. What you got? What y'all got? What y'all drinking? Tequila? Ron? Wine, beer, soda, water, toilet water, pussy juice. What's on the menu, all right? What's on the menu? Esteban, dímelo, mi hermano. Vamos a trabajar today. Brandon, what's good? What's good? I don't understand the hate. At this point, yo, the hate is so funny. It's so funny. Why they so heartbroken by Canelo? I'm thinking the guy that's going out there striving for greatness, enhancing his legacy, fighting 4 times in the span of 11 months, attaining hardware, 4th division world champion, newly undisputed in the super middleweight division, has beaten guys one by one. Let me get your belt. Dame esa correa. Ladies and gentlemen, come on. Canelo Alvarez is doing all the work. Canelo Alvarez is the cash cow of boxing and is the hardest working man in the damn industry. And people have the audacity to be mad. Hell. And the audacity to say that he's ducking somebody. Ducking who? Ducking who? ¿A quién? Please tell me. You know what I'm tired of hearing? I'm tired of hearing the contradiction, ladies and gentlemen. I'm tired of hearing the stupid-ass contradiction. Excuse my language. Damn it, it's a Christian show. That Canelo Alvarez needs to fight the best. That Canelo Alvarez not fighting the best. And he's ducking. He's avoiding. He's ducking to fight the best. El más mejor. He is ducking. Really? Ducking. The best. The best. I'm trying to figure out who is the best. Because to be honest, if Charlo fights Demetrio Andre beats Charlo or something like that, or David Benavidez fought one of the champions in Callum Smith, one of the champions in, Billy Joe Saunders at the time, one of the champions in Caitlin Plant, and we don't know how great or good Benavidez is because he's the one that shot himself on the foot. He's the one that effed up. Don't blame Canelo for that. Don't blame Canelo for because David Benavidez was sniffing with the white lady. I mean, let's be honest. I like David Benavidez, and y'all already know. Y'all follow the channel. I'm the one that says that David Benavidez is the guy that's going to bring that type of aura into a Cinco de Mayo with Canelo Alvarez. I said that, and I stand behind that. But I'm not saying in no way, shape, or form that. You have to fight David Benavidez, Canelo. You have to fight Jamal Charlo, Canelo. You have to fight Demetrius Andre. You have to fight the trilogy with Triple G. You have to fight Beterbiev. You have to fight Bivol. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all talking about the best. That's what they saying, that Canelo Alvarez needs to fight the best because, of course, they don't like the Makubu. Y'all mad because he fighting Makubu. Everybody's, I understand that a lot of people ain't know who he was. I understand I was Googling like crazy, like, yo, Canelo Alvarez is fighting Macabu. ¿Quién? Hold on. Let me Google this shit right quick. Macabu. Pretending like you a hardcore boxing fan, Googling your ass. Shit, Macabu, este hombre there. Yeah, I know Macabu, yeah. He's a good fighter. I mean, he's big and he looks strong. You see how people describe him, Macabu? You don't know he fought. People trying to sound smart. Well, he beat Tony Bellew. After you Googled it, trying to sound smart in the YTBC. See, I'm going to keep it funky, bro. I'm going to keep it real, okay? I didn't know who Macabu was, okay? But I'm going to keep it real. I'm not going to be like these guys over here trying to educate themselves on speed time and then come in here and spit it live or do a video. Well, Macabu was this, and Macabu is strong. That's why they only could break it down like that. He's strong, he's big, and he has these knockout, and in box rec, it says that he has this win and this two losses, and this how much knockout. So he's a good fighter. He's a champion. At the end of the day, that's for Canelo Alvarez to become. He's in pursuit of becoming a 5-division world champion. How many people you could say that, yo? And ladies and gentlemen, he's going to gain, what, 30 pounds to fight this dude? Huh? 30 pounds, 30 libras. Canelo es un monstruo. That's what you got to say. De Canelo es un montrazo. Eso es lo que es. Un montrazo. Monster. Canelo Alvarez, you already know Canelo Alvarez, a.k.a. King Nello, a.k.a. Cartelo, a.k.a. You want payday, a.k.a. get the fuck out of here, man. Canelo. You at this point y'all have the audacity to question Canelo Alvarez after he fought 4 times in the span of 11 months. He has 4 more times than all y'all people all the boxers put together. And y'all still trying to devalue, discredit what this man wants to do. See, let me see. Shout out to other members. Who's good? Luis, David, Cansada, G Funky Boxing, Orale Raza, ACP in the building. You already know. Everybody subscribe to G Funky Boxing. Great show you had today. Great show. Gil Lopez, Punch, Dímelo, happy hour Thursday. Hey. Mi hermano, David. What's up, Punch? Celebrating my 21st today. Hey, cumpleaños feliz. Wey, cántale algo, Pancho, a ese tipo.
Dennis told me, Dennis let us know. Said it needs me, had him at it bone. What do you mean? Screaming when I'm low. Dennis show man, when it
Pancho, ahí me meto el cantito para usted, señor. Let's go, David. Lewis in the building. What's good, Lou? Lewis in the building. What's good? Where you at? Shout my peoples. What's good, man? What's good, Lou? So, understanding the sport, like we always say, like, this sport is the hardest sport, bro. This sport is the hardest sport, bro. And then people really want to be like, well, Canelo Alvarez is going to beat Macabu real easy and stuff like that. Who is Macabu? Who did he fight? Ladies and gentlemen, the same time that you was trying to Google Makabu, the same time you was trying to Google who was David Benavidez fighting. The same guy that you was trying to you was trying to Google Makabu, but we all trying to Makubu who the hell these other guys be fighting. Huh? Am I right or wrong? Oh, we don't know who Makabu is. Well, I don't know who David Benavidez's opponents is. And I don't know who Jamal Charlo opponents is. And I don't know Demetrius Andrade opponents is. And I don't know Beterbiev opponents. And I don't know Bivol's opponent. And I don't know Triple G's opponent. Put it that way. Well, you know Murata. Yes, Murata got a belt because Canelo Alvarez vacated his belt. Ladies and gentlemen, he's giving you the belt in 160. Toma esa vaina. Coge eso ahí. The best. And then we have fighters, credible voice in the sport of boxing trying to downplay Canelo Alvarez. All the same skin tone. With the same complexion of the protection, saying the same shit. I got to keep it real. This is the most dangerous boxing show. That he's ducking what? What? What is he ducking? I want to know. I got to know. D-Style Boxing in the building. What's good, my brother? Good looking now with a super chat, brother. D-Style. Everybody subscribe to D-Style Boxing. Great show y'all had earlier today. Who is he ducking? Who? Oh. Shadow Ghost in the building. What's good? Plus, these dudes ain't fans of boxing. They fans of certain fighters only. Facts. And they just should come out and say it. I mean, it's not like if you got a boxing channel and you're catering to one boxer, you just could say, yo, this is my favorite boxer. But the thing is, they want to shit on everybody else. So you could hold their favorite boxer up here. You feel me? Like, just be real. A lot of people don't follow boxing. There's a lot of people out there that be like, I don't follow the lower weight divisions. There's a lot of people that be like, I don't follow the cruiserweight division. And I'm going to tell you, folks, that this is why I think that is special right here, folks. What's good? What's good? Triple G and Drake better happen next. Facts. That's 3 straps and 4 Charlo for undisputed. Facts. They gotta work, Lewis. They gotta work. 1879. Good looking out with a super sticker, my brother. I appreciate that, my brother. God bless. God bless. God bless. Thank you. Vamos a poner esto ahí, tú sabes, para que ayude la gente, los pobres. Hello, guys. I need to sell some steaks. There's only so many Canelo can't eat. Mentira. Ladies and gentlemen, again, while you was trying to Google Makabu, Makabu, Canelo, you think this is going to be easy for you? You think this is going to be easy? You trying to come to the cruiser? Where you think you're going to cruise through me? Pause. Like the guys in New York City. Ladies and gentlemen, you was trying to Google Makabu. Again, I'm going to say it again. You was trying to Google Makabu. I understand. But we also trying to Google who the fuck these other guys be fighting. And then you have the audacity to say that Canelo Alvarez is ducking the best? Usted tan loco, crazy, sniffing. The white lady. That he's ducking who? I just want, give me a name. Who is he ducking? Who is the best of the best that Canelo Alvarez needs to fight? Because to be honest, even, hey, shout out to Timothy Bradley, but my brother, to say that Canelo Alvarez is orchestrating his career and stuff like that. Well, every promoter orchestrate all the careers, okay? Al Heyman is constructing other people's career. Bob Arum is constructing people's career. Eddie Hearn is constructing people's career. Oscar De La Hoya constructing people's career. This is a business. Mayweather Promotion is constructing Tank Davis' career. Everybody does it. Also, let me get this straight. Do you want somebody else to be? Do you at least Canelo Alvarez has the power to do what he wants to do instead of somebody else has the power? See, that's the slave mentality right there. Oh, he's orchestrating his own career. Well, because it would be better if somebody else was doing it for him, right? It will be better if somebody else is micromanaging you. Sly, it's incredible to see. Canelo could knock out a heavyweight and people will still complain. Let the dude eat. You live streaming for the TO fight? Yeah, I am, my brother. Good looking out, Sly. Thank you. I appreciate it, my brother. Yes, I'm going live stream. You already know, man. You already know. And tomorrow I'm going to be live streaming, of course, the Demetrius Andre versus Jason Quigley. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Yeah. Got a problem. Good looking out, Sly. Appreciate you, my brother. The best. Timothy Bradley. And the other gentleman in the sport of boxing, and Antonio Tarver. And the plethora of people saying that he's ducking, that he needs to fight the best. And I'm gonna keep on saying the best of what? Let me say, Timothy Bradley. Let me up. I gotta do this. Because I respect Timothy Bradley. I like the work that he does on ESPN. But can I give some humble pie to y'all? Can I give you a little taste of humble pie? Please? Or just a little taste, a little humble pie don't hurt. Shout out to Figueroa's sister. Shout out to Brandon Figueroa's sister. She's gonna be on the weigh-in next week. And probably that's the only reason I'm gonna watch the weigh-in. Anyway, Mama Sota. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, hold on. I gotta take. Hold on, folks. I gotta upload a picture for y'all to see. Hold on. Give me 1 second. My family. Give me 1 second. Okay, right there. This is what it is. All right. Good. Aye. Oh, damn. Hey, no te saca la lengua. Hey, put your tongue right back in your mouth. So, put it this way, look. I'm tired of hearing that Canelo Alvarez needs to fight the best. Yo, we want to see the best fight the best. And I question. And Timothy Bradley is one of the guys that say that sentiment. Yo, he should have fought David Benavidez. If we're talking about the best, which of the names that you want to see Canelo with, or which are the names that are attached to Canelo in reference to his possible next opponent, is on the pound for pound list? I mean, since Canelo Alvarez is ducking the best, I mean, at least one of these guys are on the pound for pound list, right? Because they're the best. Huh? Is Jamal Charlo on the pound for pound list? Is David Benavidez on the pound for pound list? Is Bivol on the pound for pound list? Is Triple G on the pound for pound list? Peterbiev on the pound for pound list? I'm just asking the questions to the chat. The names that are attached to Canelo Alvarez as a potential next opponent, just take out Makabu right now. The names that everybody else was saying, are any of these fighters on the pound for pound list, yes or no? I mean, they the best. Pon saludos, compa. I swear, I know you didn't believe Demetrius Boo-Boo when he started saying all that BS about Canelo. You should have stopped him. Hey, I'm doing an interview. Let them say whatever's on their mind. I'm not going to challenge. I'm not going to argue what's on their heart. Okay? That's for Canelo to challenge, you know? I understand, youngster, but you know what I'm saying? When I'm doing an interview, I'm honored to speak to modern day warriors, modern day gladiators. I love this sport. See, I'm not this guy that's trying to challenge these guys all the time and be like, no, but no, and I'm not trying to create a debate. I'm just trying to ask the question. I'm trying to have an interview, and I'm trying to respect these guys' moment at the same time. You feel me? I'm not that. I am honored to give the opportunity to interview these guys. You know what I'm saying? So if they feel what they feel, then everybody else could take it. And then, I'm just trying to feed the boxing community. You feel me? I'm feeding the boxing community. Good looking now with some content. Dímelo, Jaime Hernández, señor. Punch, imagine Tan going up to 160 and fight any of the champions. Right? Do that. How much would it bet if we ask of that? We'd be like, yo, you ain't shit, yo. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit. But let me put this, folks. Timothy Bradley feels that he should fight the best. Why he doesn't fight David Benavidez? So I want to see if Timothy Bradley really considers any of the fighters that he hoped that Canelo Alvarez fights. I want to know if he considers them the best. This is Timothy Bradley's newly pound for pound list. Y'all can go check it out on ESPN. This is Timothy Bradley's newly pound for pound list. He got number 1 Alvarez, 2 Crawford, 3 Fury, 4 Usyk, 5 Inoue, 6 Teofimo Lopez, Josh Taylor number 7, Earl Spence number 8, 9 Vasily Lomachenko and number 10 Gervonta Tank Davis. Can't be Teron Davis. Look at Ward, Crawford. Andre Ward hates Canelo Alvarez. He would never. Yo, Canelo Alvarez been sitting in number 3. Fury has gotten out and in of the Andre Ward pound for pound list for the last, 2 years. He hates Canelo Alvarez. He'll never move Canelo Alvarez to the number 1, Andre Ward. You see this? And I'm an Andre Ward fan. But Andre Ward hates Canelo Alvarez. He hates him. You could see it on his pound for pound list. But look at Bradley. Bradley was talking about that Canelo Alvarez should be fighting. This is their. You could go to ESPN. I'm not lying to y'all, folks. Y'all could go to ESPN pound for pound list and go all the way to the bottom so you can see how the writers voted on their pound for pound list. This is Timothy Bradley, ladies and gentlemen. Does Timothy Bradley has David Benavidez in his pound for pound list? So, he needs to fight the best. Does Timothy Bradley has Jamar Charlo on his list? Does Timothy Bradley has Beterbiev Bivol on his list? Does Timothy Bradley has Demetrius Andrade on his list? I mean, come on, guys. Y'all saying Canelo Alvarez needs to fight the best, but the best in what? The best in what? Because we could all say the eye test. You feel me? We could all give out the eye test. If y'all been following the channel, y'all already know, man. I always respect always like Boo Boo. I've been following this guy. I've been following Boo Boo Andre since the amateurs. I'm not gonna lie about that. Boo Boo Andre, Charles Hatley, Keith Thurman. That was my favorite class. Gary Russell Jr., Mikey Garcia, Bud Crawford, Deontay Wilder, the Charlo brothers, Daniel Jacobs, Alexander Usyk. That was when I was getting tired of the professional boxing. Let me give you some history if y'all don't know your boy Punch. When I was getting tired of the professional in the sport of boxing, when everything really became highly political. It's always been political, always been corrupted. But the older you grow, the more you know about the of boxing and the business of boxing, the politics of boxing. So of course, when you're younger, you just watching boxing and enjoying the event. But then when you start educating yourself on how fights are manifested and how the money is thrown out there, then you know what I say. You know what, I just want to look at the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? One of my homegirls are going to be fighting November 26th, Christina Cruz. She's been in the amateur for quite some time, so I was always checking her out. And the amateurs, I just love the amateurs. You feel me? I love the amateur circuit. All the fighters is fighting without, they don't care about the money. They're just fighting for pure heart, grit, and determination. You feel me? My fault if I ain't see y'all, yo. Didn't Tim duck Floyd? Egg-shaped form. Didn't Tim duck Floyd and was gifted a W with Pac? You know what I'm saying? We could always talk about, Tim. Again, I'm not disrespecting Tim, but I'm just letting y'all know the information, how it's very contradicting and it's very confusing when people start mentioning the best, but they themselves do not consider these guys the best. Timothy Bradley do not consider David Benavidez the best. Timothy Bradley does not consider Jamal Charlo the best. Good looking out, X-shaped form. Appreciate it, my brother. Appreciate you. Giovanni was good, bro. Arriba el punch. I love all the Canelo haters because he's trying to become a 5-division world champion, but it's still not enough. Leave the man alone. Golly. I don't understand it, Giovanni, bro. Giovanni, I don't understand these guys. These gals, I don't know. I don't know if they beta males. I don't know if they it. You know, it's 2021. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people doesn't consider themselves a male or female. They just it. You know, whatever it is, does it matter? Does it matter? they that type of motherfuckers. How do you know that God is a man? Does it matter? Does it matter? So it's because Canelo's, and this is why, so what I was saying was in the amateurs, I was following the amateurs. I was following the amateurs, and I was following the Mises Andre, Keith Thurman. When I went out there to Florida, remember I was with my brother, somebody called him Keith Thurman. And that's when we knew about Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? So when I was watching Keith Thurman, the amateurs, one time I say, yo, this guy right here, man, he got a professional style. He can't even throw a jab. I knew about Keith Thurman, the Mises Andre, way before there was a professional. I was so happy even when Deontay Wilder got signed by Golden Boy Promotion. I was following Deontay Wilder since the Olympics. And I was like, yes, we got a heavyweight watch. He's knocking everybody out. Nobody, y'all used to tell my friends, yo, you ever heard of the guy Deontay Wilder? Nobody knew about Deontay Wilder. Nobody knew it. I was so happy when he signed with Golden Boy Promotions. I was following these guys in the amateurs. And ladies and gentlemen, the Mises Andre, I'm gonna tell y'all, whether y'all want to like it, y'all like it, or y'all don't know about it, the Mises Andre was the #1 fighter in America, bro. Meaning that the Charlos, they know everything about the Mises Andre, and the Mises knows everything about them. They know each other. Everybody in that when they talk, they know each other. Demetrius Andre was the man in the amateurs, was the #1 in America. You know how Keyshawn Davis is the #1 amateur, was the #1 amateur. Now he Plaza for Keyshawn Davis is signing with Top Rank ESPN. Shout out to Keyshawn Davis. You already know, man. Always showing love to the show. Hope to have him in the show soon. I hope they don't put no lock on them and stuff like that. You know. Sometimes when you with Top Rank, they don't want you to do interviews with just anybody, you know. I heard they ain't liking Punch Drunk right now. I heard people in the industry ain't liking Punch Drunk. I just keep it too real. I'm just very outspoken. I'm just giving it to you like I see and hear it, you know. But shout out to Keyshawn Davis. But Demetrius Andre was the highly skillful fighter. And I'm going to tell you this, folks. No friends in the industry punch. No, true. There's friends in the industry, but when they know they're going to fight each other, look, Bud Crawford and Port are friends. They friends. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to go out there and battle it out. They know what they signed up for. Demetrius Andre was the #1, right? And the amateurs, everybody know about his skills. And when I tell you he's 6'1", motherfucker, he's 6'1". You see how people are listed like 6 feet? No, this guy is 6'1". Like he is 6'1". But the business of boxing have taken over. And a lot of these guys, they can't do whatever they really want to do in the sport of boxing. The only thing that they're control of is training, retiring, fighting. That's really the only thing they're in control of, especially when you sign to a promotional company. Yeah, at the end of the day, we know that a lot of these guys got skills and talent, but we don't know how good they are because they have not fought these type of opponents that's gonna certify that they're really that good. Correct? So when people say like Timothy Bradley and the other thing that they ducking, but who they ducking though? I just want to know. Ask the right questions so I can get the right answer, ladies and gentlemen. Who is he ducking? Who is Canelo Alvarez ducking? Please tell me. And when I'm talking about ducking, when they say that he can't fight the best fight the best, right? Because right now, to me, in the middleweight division, the best fighting the best is Charlo fighting Demetrius Andrade to see who's the best. Unify. Charlo fighting Triple G. Demetrius Andrade fighting Triple G. Triple G fighting Charlo. I want to see that. I want people to talk about that. Or do you want Canelo Alvarez to go all the way back down to the 160 and take him out all one by one and let him do the work? That's what y'all want, right? But yeah, a lot of these haters also be like, oh my God, a Canelo Alvarez, a computer and shit like that. I've seen a pound for pound list of these haters that they don't even have Canelo Alvarez on their pound for pound, but yet you want your favorite fighter to fight Canelo Alvarez. Nah, Canelo Alvarez is not on your pound for pound list. He's not one of the best. Why you want Canelo Alvarez to fight your fighter? He's not one of the best. Déjalo en banda. Exactly, Juan. These racist beta males in their channels don't even have Canelo Alvarez on their pound for pound list, but beg that their favorite fighters, not even their favorite fighters, because their favorite fighters was Caleb Plant. Remember, they were trying to make Caleb Plant black. Caleb Plant. Their favorite fighters were Billy Joe Saunders. Their favorite fighters were Callum Smith. Their favorite fighters were Daniel Jacob. Their favorite fighter, everybody that Canelo Alvarez is fighting is their favorite fighter, and then they just shit. So who's next? David Benavidez? Shout out to David Benavidez. But Canelo Alvarez at this point of his career, he don't got to do nothing. You know why Canelo Alvarez really don't got to do nothing? Because Canelo Alvarez could retire right now. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. That's why he don't got to do nothing. Tito, he said, Blue Bloods capping. Telling every reporter in Vegas that Suleiman said that Tio ain't a champ and needs to fight Haney to become undisputed. Hey, you know, I mean, if he's going to put some words in Suleiman's mouth, we all know that Suleiman didn't say that. We all know that Suleiman didn't say that. But, of course, they own the Teofimo Lopez hate train, and it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Everybody could see it. I don't got to be good looking out, Tito. Tito. We don't got, we know what it is. We know what it is. Nah, go pump a guy that beat Abdullahi for the interim title. Go ahead. Just pump that. That's really going. That's really a certification right there for you. But we on this right now because I could talk about that. I've exposed all of that already. I could keep exposing it and exposing it. But this is the funny shit right here. This is the funny. It makes me laugh. Canelo Alvarez needs to fight the best. I just want y'all to tell me. Because look, I did not create this channel for my own proper ego. I did not create this channel because I believe that I'm right and everybody in the world is wrong. No. I want you to tell me, help me figure out that Canelo Alvarez needs to fight the best. Can you tell me who is the best? Can you tell me some of the names that people are trying to attach Canelo Alvarez as their next possible opponent? Are they on the pound for pound list? Please tell me this. I just want to know. Help me. Saludos, hermano Punch. Do you think we will see some unifications happen in the 2022 now that Canelo took away that lottery ticket? Keep up the good work. Good looking now, Jen. I think so. I think going to be forced, to be honest. Triple G going to fight Murata in December. For me, Triple G should have, in my opinion, tried to unify with Demetrius Andrade, in which even the DAZN representative wanted Demetrius Andrade to fight Triple G. And I believe that Triple G is getting he's getting a pass like I never seen no other fighter. He is getting a pass. He's flying under the radar. No criticism. I see a lot of criticism going to Jamal Charlo. I see a lot of criticism going to Benavidez. I see a lot of criticism going to everybody. When it comes to Triple G just flying under the radar. Flying under the radar. Like, my man, you did not beat Canelo Alvarez. You fought Canelo Alvarez. You didn't beat Canelo Alvarez. You still got to do some work. But you want the trilogy. Good looking out, gent. Big money, Texas Toledo. Am I blocked? Bro, you skipped my super chat. Oh, my brother. My brother, you know when I'm going in. My brother, you know when I'm going in. I be going in. I be blanking out sometimes. Good looking out. Big money. Texas, Toledo. What's good, my brother? Nah, you ain't never blocked, man. You know your boy Punch don't block people like that. No? What's good, bro? How's everything? How's the fans, man? Nah, that's why I took some wrenches. That's why I took the wrenches off. Remember, I used to have wrenches, and then I used to go back into the setting, and I found I found like 300 people blocked. And I'm like, yo, I even found some of the people that support me. I found them blocked. I'm like, nah, people on the wrenches, they be having some personal animosity with people in the chat. They blocking it. Like, nah, this ain't about you. So that's why I took a lot of wrenches off, you know, because they was doing it for them. They wasn't doing it for the channel. Some of them, of course, most of them was looking out. But I'm just saying that some of them was blocking people that was actually showing me support. And that was effed up. Chick in the building. What's good, man? Good looking out. Appreciate you, my brother. Canelo is not dunking anyone. He earned the right to chase greatness at the highest levels. The other freeloaders need to fight each other instead of waiting for a handout. Handout. Hey, vete de aquí, mi hermano. ¿Qué tú quieres? Hey, vete de aquí, mi hermano. What happened? They reminded me of the homeless people in the subway line, yo. Hey, chain. Hey, chain. Chain, and you trying to hold your breath like this because it's, you know, when you're in the subway and the door opens up, boom. How you doing? Anybody can give me a pick up the change for a cup of coffee. My man, you know a cup of coffee is the last shit you thinking about. You don't want to stay awake. You don't want to stay wide awake, motherfucker. What you mean you need a cup of coffee? Could anybody see the change so I can get a cup of coffee? You don't want no damn cup of coffee. Nigga, you flat out broke. The last shit you thinking about is a cup of coffee to stay up. Because you think. Come on, man. New York City. Come on, man. We see the craziest shit, bro. Huh? Ding dong. Hey. Good morning, y'all. I'm just asking for some change and get a cup of coffee, a donut or something. My brother, just be real with me, man. I'll be real. I'll give you $5. What you want? You on crack? I give it to you, my brother. Go take that shit, bro. I do that. I'm real like that. See, I'm from the hood. Come on, man. Like, yeah, man. He's a couple of $3. Get $2 from him and get that crack or whatever, my brother. Thinking you want coffee. You know you don't want no damn coffee. Come on, bro. Hey, Punch, how tall are you? What, y'all trying to put me on a dating site or something? Huh? When you see me, I'll tell you, Eric. When you see me, if you see me, I'll tell you. You know? Y'all see the picture with me and Boo. I'm a short dude. Put it that way, man. That ain't no joke, cause I'm broke. Real broke. Real broke. Real broke. Yeah, New York City. If y'all from New York City, y'all don't know that. Did I? Hold on. My fault. Damn, my fault. Yeah, Benavides on a pound for pound list. Puestre for puestre. Pound for pound. Libra por libra. Good looking out, A-shaped form. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. He said I should be a wrench punch. Pause. Nah, I got you. I'm gonna put it for the members. They're gonna be wrenched up in here, bro. You know when you see me using that one. Yo, Punch should fight Ness on Border Wars. Yo, shout out to Ness. It's time for you, Ness, to come to my domain. It's time for you to come to my domain, right? You gotta tell Ness to come to Punch One Boxing, huh? Showing over there, showing you love and shit like that, debating and arguing over there with your peoples. You better come over here to Punch One Boxing Nation. Happy Hour Thursday, huh? Chop it up with your boy over here, huh? Ain't gonna be no cut over here, all right? I'm gonna be the one doing the cutting. Cut it. I'm gonna be the one that's going to cutting, motherfucker. Shout out to Nuts, man. You remember, yo, that's so you're like, yo, it's gonna be war tomorrow. Now it's gonna be war. I need you here now. Front and center. Who the F is mockable? He said Troy Smoker Lover said Des will never be on Punch channel. He goes to sleep at 7 p.m. Nah, he up. Shout out to Coach Anthony. Yo, everybody go subscribe to Coach Anthony's YouTube box, and he got some specials out there, man. I gotta bring Coach Anthony in, man, so he could explain y'all the special, the Black Friday special he got, y'all. But Canelo Alvarez is not only doing something that he wants to do, in which he's earned the right to do whatever the fuck he wants to do. Canelo Alvarez is also doing something good for the sport of boxing. Canelo Alvarez is also spotlighting a division that most of us, let's be real, even if you're a hardcore boxing fan, we have abandoned the cruiserweight division. So technically, Canelo Alvarez is widening our content, because I'm highly sure the haters, Canelo Alvarez haters, since they hate him so much, and since they didn't know who Makabu was, they was out there Googling who should have been a better cruiserweight opponent for Canelo Alvarez, and that itself, you Googling other cruiserweights, and now everybody's so down in the cruiserweight division, in which people was never down in the cruiserweight division. But see, that's what Canelo Alvarez actually did. He actually helped boxing. He actually helped us expand our mind and actually put a microscope on the cruiserweight division, in which a lot of people don't even talk about. A lot of people don't talk about the cruiserweight division. Not only Canelo Alvarez is looking out for the sport of boxing, looking out for his legacy, looking out for enhancing his legacy, but also he might fight out there in the Congo. Yes. Canelo, please come to the Congo and fight me. Canelo Makubu said, fight me in Congo. I don't want to fight over there in Texas. I don't want to fight in Las Vegas. Those your hometown. Fight over here in Congo, Africa, where people need the help. The economy is failing us, Canelo. We need you, Canelo. You say you humanitarian. You gave $1 million to beautiful kids out there. You humanitarian. We need you here in the Congo. Canelo. You remember Canelo? Man, I want to need Canelo when he comes out the plane and he's in the Congo. Canelo. Canelo. Makambu. Makambu. Come on, Canelo. Oh yeah. It's no rumble in the jungle. You have to come to the Congo. Come to the Congo, Canelo. If you have the balls. Ain't not gonna be no cruise. Ain't not gonna be no cruise over here. But ladies and gentlemen, yo, that's the good thing. Canelo Alvarez, the best of the best, always fought outside of the U.S., out of their comfort zone. And I also want Canelo Alvarez to actually fight in Mexico. I want Canelo Alvarez to actually break the record of Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Could he do it? What was the record over there? 130, 126, 136 something thousand people. Canelo Alvarez could do it. And Julio Cesar Chavez didn't do it with the elite opponent. But just to give back, do we really think he's going to Africa or Mexico? I think, to be honest, how Canelo Alvarez is, and the older you get, you know, especially when you're doing something for so long and you're getting money. We know Canelo Alvarez right now. He don't need the money. Well, I'm not going to speak for Canelo Alvarez, but you understand that Canelo Alvarez could get that money. He invests his money real well. What I'm saying is, at a certain point in your life, you don't have to, and you don't even have to be a famous person, but when you're well off, you start thinking about other people. You're still thinking about that now I can make a difference. I could really now give up this type of money and make a difference, you know? And I think Canelo Alvarez is in that stage, just like any other great athlete, celebrity, rich people, and things of that nature. Those good, genuine, wealthy people who have worked hard to be in the position that they at. Canelo Alvarez, I think he's in the position now, like he wants to be this, like Manny Pacquiao, like Muhammad Ali, giving back, being a humanitarian. We're seeing this now from Canelo Alvarez, and now in the open, giving $1 million. Yo, some boxers don't even make $1 million purse. To give up $1 million to help is very genuine, is very humanitarian. Like, and I applaud Canelo Alvarez. See, Canelo Alvarez right now, look, Canelo Alvarez is doing great things. Canelo Alvarez is actually doing great things for the sport of boxing, and outside the sport of boxing, he's actually being an ambassador to the sport of boxing. He is giving us what we've been arguing and we've been debating and we've been so frustrated about. Fighters not fighting a lot. Fighters ain't fighting like back in the days and shit like that. Oh, that's why they mad East Los. But I want to know the people, the people that I'm. Shit, I don't want to do that now. I'm not even going to do that. Because that's what they do to. That's what they do to every. Matter of fact, I don't even want to do that. It's just funny that the people that's hating on Canelo and the industry people that's actually hating on Canelo come from the same ethnicity. Y'all see that? Y'all peep that or no? You know, in the YTBC, it does, everything becomes a race thing. Yeah, I remember when I never wanted to talk about race, but shit, nah, it's an everyday thing now. Shit, I'm molded over here in this YTBC. I noticed that the same people, I'm saying the same ethnicity is the people in the sport of boxing is hating on Canelo. It's hating this move from Canelo. Am I lying, or I'm just Gino was here. I peeped that for sure. Y'all peeped that? Haters in all ethnicity, bro. Of course, there's haters in all ethnicity. There's lovers in all ethnicity. There's beautiful people in every ethnicity. I'm gonna tell you like this: we're one race. What makes us beautiful is the cultural differences. That's all. That's the beauty in humans. It's just that we're just have cultural differences, right? But since I've been preaching that for so long, and the YTBC have shown me, because remember, folks, when the people that has followed me in the beginning, remember, I used to be like, they were just one race. We're all brothers and sisters and stuff like that. And people like, oh, you living in a la la land? Nah, punch. Nah, the black fighter is this and this. Nah, the Latino fighter is this. Not the white fighter is this and this and this and this. And I'm like, yo, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay. But so I'm just looking. I'm just like, if I would have saw, you know, Marquez, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., Oscar de la Hoya, Eddie Hearn, or somebody else just hate on this move. But it just seems like it's coming from one ethnicity that's hating on, that's calling Canelo Alvarez a duck. I just want to know, duck of what? That's what I want to know. I want to know who he's ducking. I want to know. I want to know the best. I just want to know. I just want to know. Viva Mexico, cabrones. Long live Canelo. Shout out to Pat's Nation. Y'all already know Canelo, a.k.a. King Nello, a.k.a. Cartelo, a.k.a. get the fuck out of here, man. I love the African people. Very humble people. Of course. There's real hate in the world. Shit we rarely see. Facts. Ducking mediocrity, going for greatness. Like he's fighting a champion. He's fighting a champion. Oh, and now, like I said in one of my videos, y'all already know. Now they got this new shit that I never experienced in the sport of boxing. Yo, coming up in the sport of boxing, when we talking about boxing, dialogues and debates, I never heard the guy is fighting the weaker champion. Now, I heard cherry pick, of course. We always talk about cherry picking, right? Cherry pick, he cherry picked this fighter cherry picked this fighter. But now Canelo have started a whole new narrative for Canelo Alvarez. He's picking the weakest champion, like it was a champion. Any champion is actually weak. What champion is weak? What champion is weak? The weakest of champions. That's the new Canelo narrative. So let me get this one straight. How do we know? Let's just say in the middleweight division. Just let's say, because I know that people are more informed with those names. So I can make sense, right? So y'all can understand me. So the weakest of all champions. In the middleweight division, who's the weakest of all champions? So let's say if Canelo Alvarez fights Demetrius Andre, are you gonna be like, oh, you see why he don't fight Charlo? If he fights Charlo, you're gonna be like, well, but why he don't fight Demetrius Andre? I mean, Demetrius Andre was the Olympian and stuff like that. If he fights Triple G, but he already fought Triple G 2 times, and Triple G is 39 years old. So let me know who's the weakest of all champions. Let me know. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: whatever Canelo Alvarez do, they're gonna hate. A hater's always gonna hate you. A hater is always going to hate you. Okay? If a hater hates you, because hate is strong, bro. They just don't start loving you. They gonna do shit for you. What they gonna do? Beat up your favorite fighter, then you gonna love him? Nah. No. Tito Benavidez get a pass with the LDBC. They adopted him. Reminds me of the Dave Chappelle draft skit from back in the day. Who they drafted out? Oh, I think they did the draft with Charlo. Oh, man. Tito, man, hey, good looking out with the super, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know why they hate Canelo. Can you imagine if Canelo Alvarez was not fighting? If Canelo Alvarez actually do say, what about Canelo Alvarez just say retire? What you gonna be asking for? If Canelo Alvarez, in which he could say I retired, let's say if he does. But like I told y'all, even though that I got it wrong, even though that I did videos and I say, yo, Canelo Alvarez, next fight, gonna be who he is, because I'm saying who else is gonna fight? Nobody has done. People have been in position to fight Canelo Alvarez, right? In the middleweight division, again, we understand that the Demetrius Andre. I would have never wanted Canelo Alvarez or Golden Boy Promotions to negotiate with Sergey Derevyanchenko. I just wanted them to go straight to the unification bout and forget even talking to Sergey Derevyanchenko. Petition for give you time. And remember, that's what started. A lot of people be like, oh no, Canelo Alvarez duck. Nah, the Golden Boy Promotions fucked up on that deal, on that paperwork. Golden Boy Promotions fucked up on that paperwork. And that's the beginning of why Canelo and Golden Boy was on a riffraff. That was the beginning right there. Because Canelo Alvarez actually wanted to fight for the undisputed and they messed up on the paperwork. He got stripped and Canelo Alvarez was tight at Golden Boy Promotions. That's when the separation actually come through fruition. Punch, would you have rather a different opponent in your honest opinion? Lewis, to be honest, at this point, I'm actually with Canelo. He could do whatever he wants to do. Now, I will say, I said David Benavidez because David Benavidez brings this aura. Not because I believe that he's going to beat Canelo Alvarez. I don't think David Benavidez is going to beat Canelo Alvarez. David Benavidez, he's too square. It's because he's too square. When he shoots every shot, he squares up. Canelo Alvarez is going to murder the body. And then every time David Benavidez throws a jab, he drops the right hand. It falls to Canelo Alvarez's strength. The thing is, I was saying that David Benavidez could be the next opponent because of the aura of what David Benavidez is coming in this fight with. Because a lot of people feel like, I mean, he was the only really knockout artist in the super middleweight division. Callum Smith, Caitlin Plant, Billy Joe Saunders is not known for knockout. David Benavidez is, right? So I'm thinking that, yo, David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez, the name. I said Canelo Alvarez is not gonna be having a mega fight because none of the guys have enough of a legacy to put it on the table, and y'all be like, wow, this is gonna be something. I just said that, you know, David Benavidez bring that type of aura. But in reality, Canelo Alvarez is going to beat David Benavidez until David Benavidez fix that problem that he got when he's shooting the left, when he's shooting the jab, and he keeps that right hand down. Canelo Alvarez, man, he's just going to go to, he's just going, that left hook is going to be flying. And then he squares himself. He going to be in front of Canelo Alvarez like that. He squares up, bro. He squares up. Canelo Alvarez is a masterful body puncher. Canelo Alvarez also got a chin. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Canelo Alvarez has a good enough chin that none of these guys at 160, 150, 160, 168, it doesn't hurt him. Maybe he needs to go to the cruiserweight division and actually feel the pop. Maybe Makabu, the Congo Dandara, he's going to provide the power that Canelo Alvarez has never faced, man. Triple G couldn't do it. Even he took Triple G's best shot. Nothing. Canelo Alvarez took it like a G. Like a G. No gay. Like a G. Gangster. He said, Viva Africa. I hear not a lot of narratives, man. And yet no narrative has actually stuck. I hear all the narratives. And at least could one of them stick? At least one of them stick. Just give me one narrative that could stick. They'd be like, oh, maybe, oh, no. Canelo has separated himself from his contemporaries. And I think this is what the haters don't want to come to grips with. Shout out to Brian Flores in the building. What's good, Brian Flores? What's good? What's good? What's good, bro? Not gonna lie, this is a real risk Canelo was taking. This, of course, is a risk. Anybody that knows about boxing knows it's a real risk. Ain't nobody was shitting on Roy Jones Jr. when he went up there to the heavyweight division and fought Ruiz. That's a risk. Ain't that like the heavyweight division? Ain't that like 200 pounds? Yo, Canelo Alvarez is 168. He's going to fight a dude that weighs almost 200 pounds after rehydration. Ain't no real boxing fan is going to say that this is going to be easy. And if Makabu is easy, then everybody else is going to be easy. If Makabu is easy, then everybody else may be easy. I'm not going to say everything is easy, but I'm just saying. This is what happened to greatness, bro. It happens on all the sports. Canelo greatness right now, and it's just like any other greatness. They hated Floyd Mayweather. People hated Manny Pacquiao as well. Not like Floyd, of course. It's like I said in my last video. What the hell did I'm just thinking the worst. That some of these haters got violated by a white man with red hair in their life. And that's why when they see Canelo Alvarez, they get back, they can't concentrate. And I'm sorry if that did happen to you. I think that these haters, I'm saying some of these haters got violated by a white man with red hair. And now they see Canelo Alvarez and they getting back flashes and shit like that. I don't know. And I understand, man. Okay, yo no entiendo, mi hermano, yo no entiendo. I don't understand the Canelo Alvarez hate. I don't understand it. Like I said this before. I'm a Knicks fan. I hated Michael Jordan. But you know why I hated Michael Jordan? Because he fucking keep beating the Knicks. I hated Michael Jordan because he was just damn too good. I hated Reggie Miller because every time he touched the ball, every time he took a three, I think it's going to go win. It just feels like that when you're a fan. Every time Reggie Miller shoots, I think it's going to go win. But I'm going to give you an explanation why I hate this person. Because they're great. But now as a grown man, I can't hate none of these fighters. These fighters on modern-day wars, modern-day gladiators. Some fighters are better than other fighters. But at the end of the day, they go out there in the ring and they put their life on the line. They put their life on the line just like every other fighter. It takes balls, determination, testicular fortitude, hard work, and dedication to step inside that square circle, man. Regardless you're a fan or not of these fighters, man, it takes these are special human beings. The men and women to step inside that ring. Yet Canelo Alvarez is just the great one. The guy that has separated from his contemporaries to the point where the gap is too wide. The gap is too wide. Who's doing anything? Look, Triple G is about to fight when was the last time that Triple G fought? When was the last time that Triple G fought, y'all? When was the last time? Last December? I believe so. I don't even remember who he fought. Jamal Charlo fought one time. Juan Montiel? One time. One time this year. One time. David Benavidez. He fought twice this year. Against who? But these are the best. This is what Canelo Alvarez has to do. And let's make this perfectly clear. I like David Benavidez. But out of all the fighters that they mentioning the name that he should fight, he's the one that's coming strapless. He is the one that's coming strapless. See, Canelo wants legacy. People hate that Canelo is striving for legacy. I understand Timothy Bradley, that he doesn't care really that Canelo Alvarez is going out there seeking for another belt. Because the first man that taught me about that belts don't matter was Timothy Bradley. Because Timothy Bradley was the first fighter I ever heard say, I don't want to become undisputed. I don't want multiple belts. I don't want to become undisputed. That means I got to pay 4 sanctioning fees. I only need 1 belt. Timothy Bradley is one of the ones that actually lit up the ball. Damn, fighters. If Timothy Bradley thinks like that, then all of them thinks like that. Timothy Bradley was the one, when he made that statement, I right away wanted to know how much these fighters pay for their belt. Not only do they pay sanctioning fees, they pay belt fee. So then, how much is the percent? 2.8, 2.6, 2.53% of your purse is the belt fee, the sanctioning fee. Having 4, that's a lot. This is why you see a bunch of undisputed. They don't want to defend the undisputed because they don't want to keep paying. Because think about it. When an undisputed go fights and put all his belts on the line, he has to pay for 4 sanctioning fees and 4 belt fees. War said that he can negotiate. Yeah. But what did he say, Ed? That a lot of fighters don't know. A lot of fighters don't know how to negotiate that. And that's what he said, Ed. That's what I learned later on in his career. A lot of fighters don't know how to negotiate the belt fee. They didn't know that you could negotiate the belt fee. A fee is a fee, right? But Timothy Bradley was the first one to let me know. But guess what, Timothy Bradley? The good thing about Canelo Alvarez is that he has the money to pay the belt fees. He has the money. If Josh Taylor wants more money to fight in his next fight and is fighting for more money, guess what? Josh Taylor, they should give him the type of money. He should not be making nothing close to what he was making last fight. The same thing for Teofimo Lopez when I was happy that he won the purse bid. There is no way that Bob Arum could just give him 1.2 million for his next fight. With all those sanctioning fees he has to pay. Nah. Alexander Usyk is going to be paid for a bunch of sanctioning fees. Anthony Joshua got the money to pay for those sanctioning fees and belt fees. So that's why they keep him. But all these other fighters, Bud Crawford, After he won his 140, man, I'm throwing these belts away. Fuck out of here. Ain't gonna pay no belt fees, sanctioning fees for this shit. But Timothy Bradley was the first guy that actually taught me that, right? And then I noticed that not all fighters care about belts. They believe like they do, but who wants to pay for them? And then, ladies and gentlemen, also pinpoint this, that not everybody is ready to pay to be a champion. Think about it, folks. It pays to be a champion. I'm sorry, it costs to be a champion. Even this, even when you are fighting for a belt as a challenger, you got to pay for that belt fee on the line. That belt fee could be $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, a percentage of your purse, whatever it is. And you're looking at your purse and you want to come up and be like, I ain't ready to cough up that type of money. I'm not even getting paid no millions yet. I'm not ready to cough. I'm not ready to be a champion. And this is what I got to let y'all know, folks. So a lot of guys want to come up. They don't want to go straight to a champion. They got to be ready. You got to be ready to pay for those sanctioning fees and the belt fee. So yes, when it becomes about belts, you got to understand these fighters, when they want their money, they earn their money. Fight for their money, just like we want to fight for our money when we go out there and work. Just like if we work and have our job, we want our raise because we put in the work. The more that we put in the work, we want to get paid as well. But it seems like in the sport of boxing, everybody be like, they get mad at fighters when they ask for more money. Y'all get mad of Amanda Serrano if she asking for more money. Y'all get mad if Clarissa Shields is asking for more money. Y'all get mad if Tio is asking for more money. And at the end of the day, and you know how delusional and harsh that fans are. Y'all laugh. Y'all laugh that y'all want to put a price on these fighters too when they put their life on the line. Oh, yo, this motherfucker can get his money from Triller. Ha 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 ha. I would never laugh over another human being not getting paid, bro. I'm not a loser like y'all. And I'm talking about the haters that would laugh over another person not getting paid, for another person not getting money. I wish everybody get money. I wish everybody well, because when you're well, guess what? Your kids are eating. Not in boxing. Boxing is the most delusional, the delusional fan base sports and of all the sports. We want to tell fighters how much they should get paid. We want to tell how much fighters are worth. We want to tell how fighters are valued. We want to tell how fighters that say they don't earn this, they don't deserve this, they don't deserve this type of money. It's a business in the end of the day, right? And that's the only part that's the part that a lot of fans don't really care about, because of course we're not putting no money in our pockets. We're actually spending money on these fights. But Canelo Alvarez is doing what he wants to do. The difference is what he's doing is actually going for legacy. So me, as a fan of the sport of boxing, I support it. Yo, no, Punch, drunk boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself. El doble sazón, el borracho. Dímelo, yo, no, ¿cómo está, mi hermano? Hey, if y'all want to become a member to Punch Drunk Boxing, I put it on the pin message. Become a member. Get some perks. Get some exclusive. I put some exclusive earlier today. It was earlier today or yesterday. I gave you some news earlier today, right? Yo, congrats, my brother. Yeah. Beautiful, man. Wow. Prince is home. Congrats, my brother. Congrats, champ. It used to be 190. What's up, drunk? I'm good. Let me quitarme la gafa. La gafa. Hey, yo, so yeah, man, I want to look you in your eyes, y'all little haters. Pathetic haters, man. Hey, yo, smash the like button. Let's go, man. Smash the like button, baby. Smash the like button. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Crawford versus Porter. Everybody talking about Crawford versus Porter as well. What's my prediction? My prediction. Pain. Sean Porter, Crawford. One of the anticipating matchups of the year. Porter will humble Crawford. Ooh, Brian Flores. Wow. To be honest, look, I think that Porter humbles everybody. I've been saying that for several years. Porter humbles the welterweight division. Now, can Porter, this is what I'm going to say. Can Porter clean up, because he's going to take it to Buck Crawford. He's going to take it to Buck Crawford no matter what. It's inevitable. He's going to take it to Buck Crawford. It's going to be a fight. And Terrence is going to turn to Bud. Terrence is going to turn to Bud. And I think that's the best for Sean Porter. The only thing with Sean Porter is, can Sean Porter keep Buck Crawford undisciplined when he makes Buck Crawford, when he makes Terrence Crawford switch to Buck Crawford, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Could he keep Crawford undisciplined? Because this is what it is. He's going to make you fight. He's going to make you fight his fight. But Sean Porter's going to make you fight his fight. He did it with Thurman. He did it with Earl Spence. Yet, in the championship rounds, in the later rounds, those guys adjusted and made their work cleaner for the judges to see the clean, effective punches. That's the only thing that hinders Sean Porter. Clean, effective punches. I think he does a great job in smothering people's work. But when he also smothered people's work, he smothered his own work. Now, last fight versus Formella did a wonderful job. I saw 12 rounds of boxing. I saw footwork, angles, clean work, jab. I saw it all, and Porter does have a jab, but it's overshadowed by his pressure. Sean Porter could sustain the pressure, but can he keep the fighters undisciplined? See, after the 10th round, Keith Thurman, that 11th round won the fight for Keith Thurman. That 11th round won the fight for Keith Thurman. He took control, he took pace, and he was and it was just clean work. He moved well. He kept the fight in the middle of the ring. He didn't stay on the ropes like that, and he won that clean, effective punches in the later rounds when it was going to a draw, in my opinion. Earl Spence in the later rounds knocked down, well, not dropped, but his glove touched the canvas. And even though that Sean Porter came out strong, at the end of the day, the clean, effective punches in the end, in the close fight, is what got the nod for Earl Spence. It's got what the nod with Keith Thurman. Kell Brook try to neutralize Sean Porter, holding, clinching, and making Sean Porter reset after reset after reset. And Sean Porter just didn't have a groove, didn't have rhythm in that fight. Because, ladies and gentlemen, as good as Bud Crawford is, you could make Bud Crawford fight. I'm not talking about box. You could force him to fight. Now, I seen Bud Crawford get clipped. I seen Bud Crawford get hurt, being wobbled. I seen it before. We seen him get dropped. That they didn't call the drop versus the Meat Machine. Bud Crawford, when he wants to bang, he's going to bang. Could Porter keep him there? Could he keep him there in trying to outslug each other? Because I think that Sean Porter, if he gets Bud Crawford to do that and keeps him there, we're going to see Sean Porter actually, because when Sean Porter wins those fights, Porter gotta have to stay close. Let's not forget that Bud Crawford, unlike Spence and Thurman, shoots, in my opinion, a better uppercut. So if he does stay close, you gotta understand, from the southpaw position, Bud Crawford has a nice uppercut. But look at this. On the inside, if he's shooting that uppercut on the inside, what does Porter have good? But Porter has a good overhand right. So if you could keep it close, find some leverage. If you could catch the uppercut, if you could block the uppercut, shoot that over right and connect on Bud Crawford's temple, I could see that happening as well. Now, a lot of people want to talk about, that Sean Porter doesn't have enough power and things of that nature. He doesn't sit on his punches because he's always moving, trying to find the angles and things of that nature. Look, this is going to be a hell of a fight. I believe it's going to be a fight of the year. I think from round one to do not be surprised. Do not be surprised if you see a Sean Porter, Bud Crawford, round one, like Hearns and Hagler. Now, I can't imagine anybody beating that round, because I think that's the best round in the history of the sport of boxing. The best first round in the history of the sport of boxing. But these two styles, we're going to see Hearn versus Hagler. I believe so. Because we know what Porter's going to do. Even if Bud Crawford doesn't want that fight, Sean Porter will make it that fight. He will make it that fight. He will make it that fight. He said, Brian Floyd, Porter, like Rosado, is an improving fighter. Yes, the Formella fight, that's all I wanted to see from there's certain fights from people. See, I didn't want to see Porter knock out Formella. I wanted to see clean work, because in raw reality, one of the fights I don't like really from the Sean Porter one was the Adrian, the Berto fight. I didn't like that fight. I didn't like that fight with Sean Porter. For me, I think it was just too messy. And I needed Porter to clean that work. I want him to clean that work. He did better with Daniel Garcia. He did better with Ugas. But that Berto fight, I did not like. I think it was dirty. I think they was headbutting each other. He messed himself up a lot. I didn't like that fight. Even if how it ended with a TK, I didn't like that fight. I didn't like that fight whatsoever. I didn't like that fight. HLD, Porter needs to be patient when Crawford goes on attack. I think Porter is patient in his own way that I don't think people give him credit to. You know what I'm saying? And this is why his jab does good than what people realize. I think that Porter, nobody has a pressure like Porter. So for the naked eye, either you respect Porter's pressure, or either you see it, or either you may see it erratic, right? because not everybody fights like Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, sometimes it's I saw this also from Porter. When Porter's trying to box, it's funny when he's like when he's like on the outside just trying to box. It's almost like it's not as effective as it should be. He's more effective being that pressure, that bulldog, you know? Yono said, Conan bro, I just Googled it. The minimum weight is 200. Just like every other weight class, you got to make the weight. He was getting outboxed by a smaller fighter in Gamboa until he wasn't. What's 168 plus 32? How much pound does Canelo need to move to fight cruiserweight? He said 222. That's 190. The weight class is 200. What's up, my guy Danny in the building? What's good, Danny? What's good, champ? What's good, champ? What's good, champ? Congrats to T.O. Congrats to T.O. Young T.O. has came out the oven, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to the champ, bro. Shout out to the champ. Unfortunately, I love both these guys, bro. Yeah, I love both these guys, man. Sean Porter and Bud Crawford. You know, Guido in the building. What's good? What's good, my brother? Shout out to BX in the building. Wash Heights. What's good? Can you show me where I can look up the claim for reference? I would rather watch Canelo fight Tony Bellew. We would rather see Canelo fight anybody. But when you're the top dog, you're gonna make some people unhappy. If he fights Demetrius Andre, you're gonna make the Charlos and you're gonna make the Triple G fans and the Bavors and everybody else unhappy. If you fight Charlo, you're gonna make everybody else unhappy. You're gonna make somebody unhappy when you're the top dog. You're gonna be hated. Any move you make, if he picks Beterbiev, you're gonna say that Beterbiev is 36 years old and he's the oldest opponent for Canelo Alvarez. If he picks Bivol, you're gonna say, but why he doesn't fight the unified Beterbiev? If he fights Andrade, they're gonna say, but Andrade is a boring fighter. Why doesn't he fight Charlo? If he fights Charlo, you're gonna be there with Demetrius Andrade with the Olympian. If he fights Triple G, he's 39 years old. We already seen Triple G. When you're the top dog, you always going to hate his decision. And that's the whack shit about the sport of boxing. That's the whack shit about the sport of boxing. In boxing, you just got to give it up, bro. Give it up. Give this guy the props. Give the guy the props. He's the best fighter, the number one fighter, the greatest fighter right now of this era. Resume speak for itself. Accomplishments speak for itself. And he's enhancing his legacy, trying to become a 5th division world champion. So let me get this straight. If Canelo Alvarez go to the heavyweight division and he fights Alexander Usyk, or y'all gonna say, well, he fought the weakest of all champions. Alexander Usyk is not even a knockout artist. Why doesn't he fight Tyson Fury? Is that what people gonna say next? Or if he fights Tyson Fury or Alexander Usyk, or they're going to say, well, see, he's always fighting the European fighter, and he's always fighting the white guy. Is that what people going to say? Or if he fights Deontay Wilder, and beats Deontay Wilder, they're going to say, well, Deontay Wilder just came off a loss, and he had he had a dent in his head, and he was never the same. If he fights Andy Ruiz, they're going to be like, well, Andy Ruiz, I mean, he took a dive because they're in the same gym and they friends. What people going to say? What people going to say? There's an excuse for every opponent for Canelo Alvarez. There's an excuse. I could give you some excuses, huh? Benavidez versus Canelo 2023. Maybe. But going back to the Porter and Bud Crawford, I believe that Sean Porter has enough to humbles Bud Crawford. I think he has enough to beat it, Bud Crawford. And I think that Bud Crawford has enough to beat a Sean Porter because we've already seen it. We've seen now people going to say experience. Let's not forget that Sean Porter has beaten Alexander Usyk in the amateurs. Let me put it out there when we're talking about boxing, right? Sean Porter has faced the strongest southpaw in the welterweight division. Sean Porter has faced the guy that's arguably hits the hardest in Keith Thurman and the guy with the best footwork in Keith Thurman. He fought the Cuban style in Ugas. He fought a stationary, good power hitter, smart fighter like Danny Silva Garcia. He's fighting Devin Alexander. That win gets pushed under the rug. Yet he didn't win. He didn't close. Not close because everybody was giving a standing ovation, but he didn't do a little bit enough to get those type of wins in which it could go either way in people's opinion. I believe that Terence Bud Crawford in the southpaw position is real good. I believe that Bud Crawford has footwork. I believe that he got pop. Yet, could he sustain the pressure of Sean Porter like the other guys did? These guys are big for real. Remember, Earl Spence started his career at 152. Earl Spence, a lot of people don't even understand how he's still making it to 147. Earl Spence have walked at 100, and his walking weight is like 190, 180 plus. He's a big guy. Keith Thurman is a pure welterweight. So I could understand rehydration. I can understand when they rehydrate, they could contain a Sean Porter better than what maybe a Bud Crawford that has coming from the lower division maybe could contain. We don't know that yet. Experience, people talk about experience, but we've seen people with experience lose as well. We've seen Jessica McCaskill lose to Cecilia Breakers. We've seen T.O. beat Lomachenko. We've seen the guy that has more experience get beaten. We've seen Stevenson outclassed Jamel Herring. So how much does experience count in this fight? How much does experience really count in this fight? Because in terms of boxing skills, we could all say that a lot of people are just giving it to Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford has shown more boxing skills, but has he shown it versus the type of quality elite opponents like a Sean Porter did? Because you could look great. You could look great with certain opponents. Let's just not forget that Bud Crawford's last opponent was Kell Brook, and before that was Mean Machine. You can't even compare the resumes, really. You can't even compare the last 8 to the last 8 of Porter, the last 8 of Crawford. It's not even comparable. So you might so Bud Crawford had the ability to show you the looks that Keith Thurman gave and the looks that Earl Spence gave. Bud Crawford is like a mesh of Earl Spence and Keith Thurman. To be honest, if you really think about it, if you really break it down, he could move. He'll move like Keith. He'll switch to southpaw orthodox. So he'll give you the looks. He'll stand in front of you. He'll fight you like Keith and Earl Spence. Sean Porter is going to go in the ring with something that I think he'd seen before. Now, could he make the timely adjustments when Bud Crawford adjusts to those to what he have seen? If he starts southpaw, is he gonna adjust and he's gonna make them timely? Is he going to neutralize Bud Crawford and connect with the southpaw kryptonite, the right hand? Does his right hand is straight enough to connect those shots? Has anybody given the credit to Sean Porter about intellect, IQ? Because I've been hearing a lot of people break things down, and I rarely hear people mention Sean Porter's IQ. Now, let me ask y'all, because I don't hear nobody talking about, we hear the IQ of Bud Crawford. What is the IQ of Sean Porter? I don't see nobody giving him credit for IQ. It's like Mike Tyson also always said, the toughest guy don't win, the smartest man wins. We know that Sean Porter is tough. Does Sean Porter make the proper adjustments in a timely fashion to win the type of fights that he needs to win? Yes or no? What is your opinion of Sean Porter's IQ? Not compared to Bud Crawford. Not compared to Bud Crawford. I'm talking about intellect. Have you seen Sean Porter make timely adjustments when he needs to make those timely adjustments and win? Because let's be frank here. Sean Porter knows everything about Bud, and Bud knows everything about Sean. They're 34 years old, guys. They known each other since the amateurs. They know what they bring to the table. At this stage, in the elite stage, at this stage of their career, game planning, IQ is going to win the fight. Game planning, IQ, timely adjustments is going to win the fight. Just as much as we talk about skills, pressure, skills, southpaw, orthodox, timely adjustments, intellect, game planning at this level, in the elite level, when you already know what he brings to the table, this fight is like overtime in a basketball game. Game 7. You know exactly when you in game 7, you know that's it. You don't gotta. We know what LeBron James brings to the table. We know what Stephen Curry brings to the table. When you in game 7, you know what he brings to the table. That's it. You know they know each other. Game planning, Kenny Porter versus Bomac. Who's the better trainer? What up, Just? What up, Justin? Chilling, my brother. Many folks just ridicule Porter because he's clean cut. You know the AJ syndrome has nothing to do with boxing. Said Porter would give Bud hell. This is me being unbiased. No, but I can't get it. Who's a better trainer? Kenny Porter or Bomac? Who you think is going to come with a better game plan? Chi said Kenny. Jesus said Bomac. Be very frank, primo. Que Dios te bendiga. Gracias, Hawaiian Punch, mi hermano. Gracias, mi de lo mío. Que Dios te bendiga. Igualmente, mi hermano. Gracias, gracias. Now we see, during their training, we see Barry Hunter. Shout out to Barry Hunter, one of the best trainers out there in the sport of boxing. Very militant. Shout out to crazy Dejan Cruz. Good trainer, Barry Hunter, good trainer. Also helping out Gervonta Tank Davis. I don't even know what happened with Calvin Ford. Anybody who knows what happened to Calvin Ford with Gervonta Tank Davis? Will Leach was good. Love your content, Punch. Keep doing what you're doing. Good looking out, my brother. Will, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. God bless. Appreciate that, man. Yes, sir. I'm always with Blind. Yes, sir. Tell them YouTube. Good looking out, Will. Who's going to come with a better game plan? Who has better chemistry? I mean, ain't nothing better than a father and son chemistry. You know what I'm saying? But Bomac has done a hell of a job with Bud Crawford. Bomac didn't do, I mean, I'm not going to say him, but I don't know what was the game plan for Jamel Herring versus Shakur Stevenson. But game plan is going to be a thing. If Sean Porter is the same guy that's going to fight Thurman, is going the same guy that's gonna come and fight Earl Spence, is it going to be enough? I think it has to be a mixture of the Earl Spence, the Sean Porter that fought Earl Spence, and a little bit of the formula. I need to see it. I need to see a little bit cleaner. So those judges, because that's what Sean Porter does. He compromises the judges real well. But does it always work out for him? It's always close. Does he always get the benefit of the doubt? No. Sean Porter may have to sit down on his punches more, but sitting down on his punches, that means he might stay in line longer than what he should. Because Sean Porter take a punch. We seen him take a punch from Earl. We take him take a good punch from Keith Thurman, in which he had to hold on. We see sometimes he could be off balance. We saw that Adrian Broner knocked him down. So, in my opinion, that the Sean Porter that fought Earl Spence and in spots has to be a little cleaner, like he did versus Formella, and he has a hell of a chance. I don't think he should do what he did versus Danny Garcia and come out trying to box and in the middle of the ring. Even though that I don't think he was beating Danny Garcia like that. He actually needed to turn up to actually get that win, because if Sean Porter was going to keep on boxing Danny Swift Garcia was going to win that fight. And that was a close fight. Could have been a draw. Same thing with Ugas. And there's people out there that feel like Ugas beat Sean Porter. There's people feel like that round in which I believe that Ugas dropped Porter on that one. The one they called a slip. Now, it could have been off balance, but I thought it was a knockdown when I was watching a fight. So when Sean Porter actually boxes clean, it doesn't seem like he's winning. Maybe it's just our mind that we're so used to Sean Porter with the pressure that when we see him not pressuring, we're like, oh, what's he doing? It's funny. And that's what I mean, that we know Sean Porter by now. We know what he brings to the table. Crawford knows what he brings to the table. He will need to give that type of pressure that Crawford never seen before. And Porter's going to do that. The thing that we know is that Bud Crawford has the intellect to adjust. He's one of the smartest fighters in the game. He's one of the most hardworking fighters in the game. Everybody knows that Bud Crawford stays in the gym. You do not need to slip him a contract so he could start preparing. He is always in the gym. We can't say that about a lot of fighters. We cannot say that a lot about fighters. You ain't never seen Bud Crawford out of shape. You ain't never seen Bud Crawford over 25 pounds out of his weight class. We ain't never seen that. I know that Sean Porter been training for this fight. Let me see. Porter been training for this fight since August. Started probably running and light work, probably late July. Yeah. Yeah, July, I think, right? He started sparring with Hendry. So Poor been in the gym preparing for Bud. Light work, but preparing already to get his body into the trenches since July. So these guys are coming heavily ready, bro. I'm telling you, folks, this is going to be a fight. Forget about boxing. This is going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight. And I believe what Bomac said at the press conference, that this was another level of training. You're going to have to, because he's going to take you to that place. He's going to take you to that place that you've never been. He's going to take you to that place. So let's see if the intellect of Bud Crawford wins. Shout out to Rap Star Boxing Knowledge in the building. What's good, Rap Star? Everybody subscribe to Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. What's good, man? Yo, I'm going to send the link. I'm going to send the link in the community box for the members. If you want to become a member, y'all already know, man. These are the perks. These are the perks too, man. We set the link in the member. Hold on. Hold on. Hey, yo, take it away. Take it away. Take it away. Hold on. Who this? Pancho, where you at, Pancho, man? It's Happy Hour Thursday, man. It's Happy Hour Thursday, Pancho. You got to sing for the people. Nah, my Cambodia friend. Sing something for them, man. Sing something for the people out there.
You'll never be alone. I'll be with you from door to door. I'll be with you from door to door. Baby, I'm right here. I'll be with you from door to door. Baby, I'm right here. But you'll never be alone.
My Cambodian friend, Pancho. You already know, man. You better than him.
Then it's stormy. Then it's not a snow. Setting in me still. Had a muddy bone. Wait a minute. What do you mean? What do you mean? Screaming when I'm low. Then it's not a show, man. When it's not a fiend.
Hey, yo, Canelo Haters going to the cruiserweight to fight Macabu. How do you feel about that?
Hate it.
Esos son los pájaros. Esos son los pájaros, señores. Los pájaros in the YTBC. Them crybabies. Them beta males. Never like what Canelo Alvarez is doing. Never like what Canelo Alvarez is doing. What you feel about the Callum Smith fight?
Hate it.
Like Billy Joel Saunders fight.
Hate it.
About the Caitlin Plant fight.
Hate it.
About the Triple G fight.
Hate it.
About the Daniel Jacob fight.
Hate it.
What you feel about if he fights Jamal Charlo?
2 snaps, a twist, and a kiss.
How about David Benavidez?
2 snaps, a twist, and a kiss.
How about Earl Spence?
2 snaps, a twist, and a kiss.
How about Tyson Fury? How about that one?
Hate it.
That's all of them. Canelo Alvarez is about to be a 5-division world champion if he defeats Makabu from Congo.
Hate it.
So you rather him fight a David Benavidez that brings no belts to the table?
2 snaps, a twist, and a kiss.
I don't know, man. I don't know. How can anyone hate being a 5-division world champion, bro? If Earl Spence says, you know what? I'm going to go to the 160 and fight Murata. Let's just say Murata. We'll be like, yo, Earl about to go fight, get that WBA strap. Oh, shit. Oh. If Javante Tank Davis says, hey, yo, I'm going to 100. Let me see. He's at 135 right now. He's going to fight. I'm going to 147 and fight Ugas. They're going to be like, oh, shit, Ugas. You know, I got to pick the weakest champion in the respective division so y'all will be like, hey, yo, Javante St. Davis, yo, he crazy, yo. Let's see, Jamel Charlo, 154. Jamel Charlo says, yo, I'm going to fight Joe Smith Jr. Y'all going to be like, yo. But I understand. I will give props. Now, let me ask you this question. If Earl Spence says, I'm going to go all the way down to the 135 to fight Devin Haney, what you going to say? Abusador, Diablo, you know you're going to be hydrating all those pounds. Diablo, abusador, usted, Earl Spence. So you want Canelo Alvarez to come back down to the 160 pounds, right? Now you want him to come down. I don't understand the Canelo hate. I just want you to help me out. Help me out.
We gonna go ahead and smoke all these motherfuckers. I don't care who the fuck out there.
That's what they heard, that Canelo Alvarez is gonna be facing Makabu. Like, nah, man. Again, nah, he ducking, yo. He ducking, man. Fuck that shit, man.
We gonna go ahead and smoke all these motherfuckers. I don't care who the fuck out there.
Shit. Tell them rap star, man. Smash the like button. Let's go. Smash the like button. Tomorrow is Demetrius Andrade versus Jason Quigley. Also Reese versus Jessica Camara. That's gonna be in the undercard as well, man. That's a great fight. Great unification. Well, Camara's the unified champion and stuff like that. But then the winner is a road to undisputed. The winner is gonna face Chantel Cameron for the undisputed. The next day, Saturday, we got Sean Porter versus Terrence Bud Crawford. The next weekend, we have the most grueling fight, the most pushed back fight, the most controversial business fight in George Camboso versus Teofimo Lopez, New York City, Hulu Theater, MSG. The best city in the world, baby. The best city in the world. Teofimo Lopez, Cambosos, the undisputed lightweight motherfucking king versus George Camboso from Australia, the #1 rated IBF. Following that week, we got Devin Haney versus Jojo Diaz. Jojo. The next day, we got Javante Tank Davis versus Isaac Cruz, the Pitbull. Pay-per-view. Oh, pay-per-view. Yeah. Oh, Canelo might be biting off more than he can chew with this heavyweight. Hey, I mean, at least he's given. Look. Canelo Alvarez is going to be the favorite if he fights Benavidez. Is going to be the favorite if he fights Charlo. Going to be the favorite if he fights Demetrius Andrade. Going to be the favorite if he fights Beterbiev. Going to be the favorite if he fights Bivol. And any fight that Canelo Alvarez is going to fight, he's going to be the favorite until he goes fight in the heavyweight division, to be honest. Think about it, yo. So if people are searching for, a 50-50 fight, and I know, there is no 50-50 fight for Canelo Alvarez. No betting line is going to put no 50-50 fight versus Bivol, Beterbiev, or anybody else. Triple G, anybody else. There is no 50-50 fight for Canelo Alvarez until he fights in the heavyweight division. Let's be real. So hate all y'all want, my people. Hate all y'all want. Y'all gonna keep hating for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life, you're going to be hating. Haters. Haters. Golly. So much haters. Damn, where's my damn memory card? I'm going to put some else. Danny Medina said Porter got this. Would you be surprised if Porter win, y'all? Who would be surprised if Sean Porter beats Bud Crawford? Who would be surprised? Anybody gonna be surprised if Sean Porter beats Bud Crawford? Floyd Mayweather would have dominated Canelo and got a draw, 114-114. That's what you're going up against. Oh, another heartbroken guy. Are you heartbroken, Juan Martinez? Ay, pobrecito Martínez. Canela, métete con Canela ahí, llámale Canela a ver lo que te dice. Te va a decir, get the fuck out of here, man. Eso es lo que te va a decir a ti. Get the fuck out of here, man. You really mean to tell you'd rather see Magubu over David Benavidez? It's Macabu. Macabu, okay? You have to say Chichi. Chichi Torres. Macabu is his name. Okay? Respect him. Respect. He said, yeah, you hurt. Shit, I ain't heard the best fighter right now is Canelo Alvarez. You calling him Canelo like you think there's bitch in Canelo Alvarez. And that's what happened to boxing fans. Y'all think y'all could just disrespect these fighters. Llámale Canela in his face, Juan Martín, sabe lo que te hace a ti. Llámale. Canela, ven para acá, Canela. Te va a hacer esto a usted, pera. This is what we're going to do to you, Juan Martínez. New York City kill. Canelo's like, yeah, That's why he's the first battle Hall of Famer already, walking Hall of Famer. But he's overrated. So let me. All right, yeah, I need this. I need this, y'all. I need this. I need. So Juan Martinez, Canelo is overrated. So tell me who does he need to fight? Tell me who does he need to fight so he could be. So you could give him the type of props, or he could be overrated, or whatever you want to call it. So he could be the it. So tell me who he needs to fight. Tell me the best fighter that he needs to fight. They're on the pound for pound list. Tell me which fighter. So you could be like, wow, okay, he beat him. And let me know if they're on the pound for pound list right now. You got to name me somebody in the pound for pound list because they're one of the best. The pound for pound list, pound for pound. Yo, it's 2 rap stars, bro. Hold on. Yo. Man, talk, bro. I don't know. There's 2 rap stars. I don't even know which one to put. Okay, I understand now. Yo. All right, man. Rap star, come back, man. You gotta probably got the Metro PCS phone with you. You got a new voice for Macabre already. Canelo overrated. Let me see what you said. Bro. He said Canelo is overrated. Let us know. Let us know then. Let us know who he needs to fight in the pound for pound list. So you could finally give him respect. Come on, man. We're giving you time to Google, my brother. Come on, Juan Fernandez. You holding the people up, Juan Fernandez. Let's go, man. Stop Googling. And tell me who should Canelo Alvarez fight so he wouldn't be overrated if he beats. I know, you know what I'm saying? But I entertain the troll. You already know it's Happy Hour Thursday, karaoke night, baby. Come on, Juan Fernandez. Te estoy esperando a usted, vamos. Coño, escribe. Nothing. He's looking at the pound for pound listens and be like, shit. Ooh. Bad connection driving early morning. Mentira. Debe estar hablando mentiras, Rapstar. You liar, Rapstar. A liar. Hey, yo, man, stop using that Metro PCS phone and get yourself something good, man. Something good that could work. All right, brother. At 168, Curvin Canelo sweeps Prime Mayweather. I mean, Trickster, hello from Bakersfield, California. I like Bakersfield. Bakersfield remind me a little bit of crack era. He's getting a new SIM card. Yeah, he's getting a new SIM card, Tito. Yeah, man. I don't understand, bro. I don't understand it. I don't understand a boxing fan and a Canelo hate at the same time. You're a boxing fan, but hate Canelo Alvarez. Like a lot of people like to be the master scientist, and when breaking fights down, who did he fight this? And look at the box rec, and who did he fight? And then who did he beat? 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 He beat. And at the end of the day, if everybody break down everybody's box rec, they ain't beating nobody. No. Anthony Joshua is not the good. He doesn't have the best resume. Who did he beat? I mean, Tyson Fury. Who did he beat? And then they go like Deontay Wilder. I mean, he only beat Deontay Wilder, right? But who did he beat? And he beat Klitschko. Who did he beat? But Tyson Fury already beat Klitschko. Anthony Joshua. Who did he beat? And then one looks smart after, because of course a lot of people that do their channels, they got this ego trip and shit like that. They got this ego power trip, like I am God of boxing, and what I say is the Bible, and everything I say is right. That's what they do. A bunch of these channels right now, all they do is just want to discredit fighters. Who did he beat? Who's him? Who did he beat? So the same thing I'll say, like, yo, same shit. Who did Charlo beat? Who did Triple G beat if he didn't fight Canelo Alvarez, right? I heard somebody say, yo, somebody wrote to me and said, Demetrius Andre ducked Sergey Derevchenko. Really? I mean, what's Sergey Derevchenko was known for? Right? How many times y'all heard that? Well, he fought Sergey Derevchenko. I mean, who Sergey beat? Like, Sergey Derevchenko is known for losing to the guys that we know. That's what he's known for. So a good performance is like a win for fans, right? Even if they lose, Sergey Derevchenko, he gave work to Triple G. So I want to see you fight Sergey Derevchenko. He ain't beat no Triple G. He didn't beat Daniel Jacobs. He didn't beat Jamal Charlo. So what's all this? But Boo should fight Sergey Derevchenko like he's going to gain anything from it if he does. What does Canelo Alvarez gain? Tell me that. So you telling me, let's say for the people out there, and like I said, I got videos out there saying that David Benavidez should be the next opponent for Canelo Alvarez. But I am saying it because the names resonate with us. But that doesn't mean David Benavidez did wonders to get a Canelo fight. Because he was in position. He fucked that up himself. He said it himself, he fucked that up. So I'm not saying anything disrespectful. Canelo Alvarez is just in the land of greatness. That's all. And if you're not a humble human being that watches sport and don't respect greatness, don't respect what it takes to be great, because greatness in that type of level is actually abnormal. I said that in my latest video. Let's be honest, not anybody could be Canelo, not anybody could be Floyd, not anybody could be Oscar, not anybody could be Roberto Duran, Julio Cesar Chavez, Muhammad Ali, and all the great fighters, Mike Tyson, Joe Frazier, George Foreman, a bunch of these fighters, Vander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis. Not everybody could be great. ¿Qué lo que, mi hermano? So if you're not humble enough and really appreciate what you're watching and really appreciate these athletes, you never going. Greatness is abnormal. Not everybody could. Not everybody's on that level. This is why you see in the WBC convention, who you see. When you see Floyd Mayweather, he's seeing Sugar Ray Leonard, he see Julio Cesar Chavez, and he see Roberto Duran. Floyd Mayweather, it has a cheesy smile. You know why? Because those fighters only understand each other. Nobody, you in that table, when you saw Mayweather, Roberto Duran, Chavez, Holmes, Chavez, Sugar Ray Leonard, Duran, Mayweather, in that, you see Floyd Mayweather cheesy. You see Floyd Mayweather that these are my brothers. They understand. You saw how Sugar Ray Leonard was touching Chavez. Yo, put it this way. These guys are in better shape than the current fighters right now. You saw that shit? These guys, Floyd Mayweather, Julio Cesar Chavez, Sr., Sugar Ray Leonard are in better shape than the welterweights of today. You know why? Because they live boxing. Greatness. You're just not a champion carrying a belt, and that's it. You live. You saw Floyd Mayweather running in Mexico, the middle of the night. You know why? Because boxing is second nature. It is what he is. Hate Mayweather's all y'all want. Hate how he talk all y'all want. But one thing you can never deny about Floyd Mayweather, that he is hard work, dedication. He lives, breathes this shit. Like Sugar Ray Leonard, like Julio Cesar Chavez. All these guys in shape. They understand greatness. So it's understandable that a lot of people out there, especially the haters, don't understand Canelo Alvarez moves. But fighters know. And I'm not talking about these other fighters like Timothy Bradley that's going to say what he says, but yet fight David Benavidez and fight the best. But you know what? You don't even consider these guys the best because, like I said earlier, this is Timothy Bradley's pound for pound list. And it doesn't have David Benavidez there. It doesn't have Triple G there. It doesn't have Jamal Charlo there. It doesn't have Andre there. It doesn't have Beterbiev there. It doesn't have Bivol there. And sure, it doesn't have Makabu there. So when Timothy Bradley says that he needs to fight this person, what is they bringing to the table? Yo, Diaz, what's good, brother? What is anybody? I'm gonna sound like Leonard Ellaby when he was talking about when Javante Davis, but we all know that Josh Taylor brings sense to the table. We all know that Teofimo Lopez brings sense to the table. But what does the other guys bring sense to the table for Canelo Alvarez? How is he gonna enhance his legacy? Let me know, guys. How does he enhance his legacy if he fights David Benavidez, in which I would like to see that fight? But what does it do for Canelo Alvarez's legacy? What does he gain when he beats David Benavidez? Anybody? What does he gain legacy-wise? The same shit that he gets when he beat Yeardrum? Another W in the column? Let's be honest. Another one on his win column. Facts. Just another win. You could say that he'll have another former champion that he has beaten on the list. This is Andre Ward's pound for pound list. You can see it on ESPN. And I put this up earlier. Canelo Alvarez is number 3 on his list. Andre Ward is just a Canelo Alvarez hater. I'm gonna put him number 1. The Canelo Alvarez hater of number 1. I love Andre Ward, but he cannot hide his hatred towards Canelo Alvarez, and it's sad. It's sad. To be honest, I would put Usyk number 3 rather than Fury number 3 on Bradley's pound for pound list. He still got Lomachenko. I won't have Lomachenko on the pound for pound list anymore because he lost to a fighter that at the time was not on the pound for pound list in Teofimo Lopez. So I don't know what. He lost to a champion, but not a guy that was on the pound for pound list. In which he was the favorite to win, and which he was the only guy had 15 fights. Rodolfo said, name your pound for pound Canelo haters punch. Wow. You know what, man? I'm thinking about it, man. I should do an own video about that, man. I'll probably do a whole separate video on that.
Go. Pound for pound, who is the best fighter in the world right now?
Canelo.
You know I always got that on deck. I got that always on deck. Eso le duele a ellos. Eso sí le duele a esa gente.
Yo. Pound for pound, who is the best fighter in the world right now?
Canelo.
Come on, man. Earl, man, we trying man hard, yo. Earl, relax, yo. We trying fucking man hard to create this narrative, but you just, yeah, man. Come on, Earl. We trying to say that you a pound for pound number 1, Earl. That ain't, yo, pound for pound. That ain't kill him. It killed the people that's trying to vouch for him. It's people that trying to vouch for him. Why does everyone have Crawford over Spence? Because Crawford is 3-division world champion, 140 undisputed, and has knocked out every welterweight put in front of him. Got more accomplishments, man. You got to put Crawford over Spence. Spence is only a unified titleist. And that's why they call him the truth. Earl Spence is the truth, and he speaks truth, especially when he says,
pound for pound, who is the best fighter in the world right now?
Canelo.
Hated it.
just at 147, just got more accomplishment on 147. You know, I got that. You know, I got that on lock, on deck. But yo, where Marlo go? I seen you in the chat earlier, Marlo. Don't you run away from me, Marlo. That's you. I seen Marlo in the chat earlier. Where you at, Marlo? That's you. I see you. You fake Marlo. Come back. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you're ready. Tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow's another day. Gonna be probably gonna give you some footage. Demetrius Andre versus Jason Quigley tomorrow on a Friday. Hey, at least we got back-to-back events. I don't give a damn. I'm watching. I already paid the zone for the whole year. And then after that, we got Demetrius Andre, and then we got on a Saturday, we got Bud Crawford, Sean Porter. Come on, man. Yo, boxing is good to me, man. Boxing is good. Then the next weekend, we got Teofimo Lopez. And then the next weekend, next weekend, let's not forget, it's Teofimo Lopez, George Kambosos, and it's also Brandon Figueroa versus Stephen Fulton. So we good in boxing, man. We are good. And then the next week is Jojo Diaz, Haney, and Javante Tan Davis and Isaac Cruz, in which I still want to know, have they charged Rolly yet? Have they charged him yet? Great way to end the year. Yeah, and we still got December. We still got the rest of December. You know what I'm saying? Conor Ben going to be facing. Who Conor Ben going to be facing? Who Conor Ben going to be facing? I forgot. The WBC has mandated a lot of fights. Let's go on what they say. Hold on. Let's go to the WBC and what they said they have done. Y'all already know the WBC convention. Let me just read to y'all. Oh, shit. It's about to turn off. Damn, I got to charge my phone. But I know Jaime Munguia, they mandated Jaime Munguia to fight Sergey Derevchenko. Virgil Ortiz versus Avanesian. Yep. I told you Virgil Ortiz, he's already sniffing on sniffing on these guys' neck in the welterweight division. He was already in position as a number one in the WBC, number one in the WBO. Congratulations to the undisputed champion and his wife. Welcome to motherhood and fatherhood blessings. Yeah. Shout out to Teofimo Lopez, man. Shout out to Teofimo Lopez. New daddy, man. Shout out to Lopez. The new Tio is out here with us, man. Shout out to Teofimo Lopez. And now, I think he got all the type of motivation. Now he got all the motivation, bro. He said he's going to end George Kambosos in the first round. WBC have mandated Ortiz. Yeah. Virgil wants that smoke. Muhammad Ali failed drug tests and got suspended for 2 years. But Virgil, yeah, man, that's going to be a good fight. I would like the Boo Boo Andre to fight an eliminator, the final eliminator versus at least. I really think so. I think that's going to happen, y'all. I really think so. I see the WBC and I see that they got Keith Thurman still ranked number 4. What up, Angel? I still see that. And I'm just thinking, are they really going to make Earl Spence versus Keith Thurman? I hope so, bro. I do hope so, because I still see Keith Thurman ranked high in the WBC. He hasn't fought in almost, it's like 3 years, man. And I'm saying, how's he still ranked? Because, if Earl Spence comes back from his injury, they probably going to give him a voluntary bout. I think that Bruce Ennis, to be honest, Bruce Ennis is going to fight for IBF interim, because I just don't know how long is Earl Spence going to stay in 147. But I really think, I just see when I'm looking at the rankings, I see it might be Keith Thurman versus Earl Spence. I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised, man. But ladies and gentlemen, man, tomorrow is going to be another day, yo. Go follow me, yo. Subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, man, love y'all. Tomorrow, Gonna go live tomorrow, later on around this time, 10 or 9 p.m. Eastern time. Love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.